Being ill is bad. Even an ordinary cold can turn a normally cheerful person into a dull and exhausted one. However, there are people who suffer from very rare and unusual diseases, which they have to live with for the rest of their lives. 22-year-old Alexandra Birch has Williams syndrome, caused by a rare genetic abnormality. This disease affects many parts of the body, both physically and mentally. Alexandra has an unusual face structure called an elf's face. She also has some learning difficulties and cardiovascular problems. One of the characteristic features of Williams syndrome is an extreme friendliness and a high level of sociability, which Alexandra has, as she loves to smile and hug people. She seems to love absolutely everyone around her, but unfortunately, not everyone shares her feelings. For this reason, Alexandra has a dog and they adore each other. She sometimes wishes she was so-called normal in order to fit better into society and make more friends easily. Her favorite person is her older sister Victoria. They have an incredibly strong bond. Victoria and their mother do everything possible to make Alexandra happy. She is very active on Instagram and has almost 35,000 followers. There isn't a minute of the day that 14-year-old Natalia Villegas lives without terrible pain. When she was 2 years old, she was diagnosed with idiopathic multifocal osteolysis, a rare, incurable disease diagnosed in only 100 people worldwide. Another name which accurately describes the disease is vanishing bone disease. The patient's body slowly absorbs the calcium intended for the bones, and they literally dissolve. The process starts with the hands and feet, where the bones are smaller, but the disease progresses over the years and spreads to the entire body. Natalia has already lost the bones of her wrists and toes, and the condition of her knee joints is getting worse every day. The only thing that keeps her shoulders and elbows together is soft tissue and nerves. Since the first grade, Natalia has used a wheelchair and instantly gets tired from even the slightest movement. However, this terrible disease doesn't prevent her from studying well and drawing, which helps to distract her from the pain. Since it's too difficult for Natalia to hold a regular pencil, her parents bought her a tablet and a stylus that allow her to paint digitally and learn new graphic programs. She also loves spending time having fun with her friends. A baby named Versavia Borin Goncharova was born with an extremely rare condition that only affects one child in a million, called the Cantrell pentad. Her heart developed not inside but outside of her chest. She has a deformed diaphragm, abdominal walls, and chest. Due to developmental abnormalities, she is missing several bones. Versavia was born in the Krasnodar region, and twice a year, her mother took her baby to Moscow for examination. At 4 months old, Russian doctors performed lung surgery on the baby, which made her life much easier. The girl's mother, Gary, sent requests to specialized clinics all around the world, and in 2015, they moved to the United States, where she was put under observation. The climate of Florida, where they settled, is warm and mild, which was better for Versavia. Despite her dangerous disease, Versavia behaves like an ordinary child and enjoys her life. She goes to a mainstream school, does a lot of drawing, runs around, and wants to dance. Although her doctors won't allow that yet. Other hand, well done. Other, good job. Adalia Rose is an unusual 12-year-old girl. She suffers from one of the rarest diseases called Hutchinson-Gilford progeria. Children born with this disease age very rapidly, dying on average at the age of 13. The disease is caused by a genetic anomaly that occurs in 1 in 8 million cases. Adalia's hair does not grow, but she wears wigs and her mother sometimes shaves her head bald to help her daughter.
Hey guys, my mommy's gonna make a wig.
Adalia's height is only 82 centimeters, and she weighs no more than 10 kilos. For obvious reasons, she can't attend school. She needs constant care because even going upstairs is very difficult for her. Unfortunately, most people stare at her unusual appearance and even express disgust. Her parents love and support her and do everything possible to make sure that their daughter is happy and doesn't feel different. She's always in a good mood. Adalia loves to sing, dance, and dress up.
Let's go. Shall we watch me sing? Oh, I sing songs every day.
Her unusual appearance and tragic disease brought Adalia fame. At the age of 12, she became an internet celebrity with 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Seventeen-year-old Megan also has progeria. She's older than the average lifespan of children who suffer from the disease. She managed to slow down the progression of the disease with experimental drugs, a vegetarian diet, and sports. Megan also doesn't eat any sweets. Despite her tragic diagnosis, she's full of vitality. She loves to run every day as well as playing the ukulele and singing. She has a best friend called Anais, who is studying molecular biology at the university, in the hope that one day she will invent a cure for her beloved friend. Megan's body may have aged 10 times faster than normal, but her soul is young. She also makes speeches motivating other people with the same disease and believes that eventually a cure will be found.
Your heart is all I know, and in your eyes you're cold to mine.
This guy's name is Isaiah Costa. He was born without a jaw, which means he can't speak or eat with his mouth. So he ingests his food through a special hole in his stomach and needs a tube to breathe. The young man uses a tablet to speak, which reads out what he wants to say. Isaiah has loved music, rhythm, and dance since childhood and has written amazing lyrics. He wanted to turn these verses into songs, but didn't know how. Then he met Trap House or Tyke Patterson, a rapper who gave Isaiah his voice, singing songs for teenagers, performing with him on stage and recording videos together. For Isaiah, this was an opportunity to talk about his condition, the challenges he is overcoming, and help raise donations for children's hospitals. Music changed my life, and now I feel like I'm helping people without a voice, he says. Isaiah actively participated in the creative process, and although the tracks don't feature his voice, he wrote the lyrics and picked up the beats. Unfortunately, in 2019, Tyke passed away, and Isaiah promised to preserve the rapper's memory and legacy. Isaiah may not be the rap artist you'd expect to see on stage, but his songs deserve to be heard, and he found a way to make it possible. This guy didn't give up and has achieved his dreams. Isaiah is often invited to speak at shows to give people hope and inspire them with his achievements. Give this video a thumbs up if you'd like scientists to be able to find cures for all of these rare diseases one day. Why not write something kind in the comments for people suffering from these diseases? And if you have a relative or a friend suffering from a disease, send them this video so they know they're not alone in the world. Show you care, especially to those who need support. Appreciate your life and your loved ones.